And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my goodness, have we got a surprise for you? Because if you've ever wanted to see a television show, an animated television show about a crime fighting clown from the circus teamed up with a tiny alien from the planet Elmire, along with a helpful bird, what is wrong with you? But also, we have something for you. It is called, I don't even want to say this out loud. It's called Dick Digit and the Jester. This is an Unsold pilot episode from Filmation from 1967, created after, I'm sure, copious amounts of illegal substances were ingested. Because this is something else. It's something.
I initially thought, oh, this is what you do with all the scrap leftover stuff that you have at Filmation. You make this pilot. Yeah. But no, really, there are some things in this pilot, which, can I just put it out there? It baffles me, not in a great way. However, there are things in this that tend to echo later on in big Filmation series. Like the backgrounds gave me Star Trek animated series vibes a few times. You know, some of the animated faces are very much like that.
I'm gonna say most of this episode I spent watching it. It's a very short, like 8-minute pilot. Most of the time I was watching it thinking, what were they thinking? And the other half I'm thinking, why do I not hate this more than I do? Because there is, I mean, it's bonkers. This premise is bonkers, which is this. There is a jester, a clown, who is working in a circus.
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Yeah. There's all there is to him. He's kind of an everyman kind of character, which I really liked. I like the fact that he's not a hero. He's just an everyman. And one day in the middle of his act, he literally catches a spaceship that comes out of the sky. He just, he caught it. It's a little tiny spaceship. He takes it home and he opens it up, and inside is a little tiny man. And the little tiny man's name is Dick. So anyway, I'm not going to.
How big is Dick? Dick is about 6 inches, 7 inches.
He's about this tall, you know, which is...
He's a good size Dick.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Some may not say it is very impressive, but you know what? It gets the job done. And as we see in this episode...
He's always alert and upright. I know.
Absolutely. Until he's not. So this is all about how it gets out of hand, so to speak. And okay, again, the premise is
it's just one long pun.
The premise is just absolutely ludicrous. It's ludicrous.
There's the premise is so wafer thin in this, Jason.
It's a strong premise.
It's a clown.
A clown catches a spaceship
here as well.
Yeah, a clown and a puppeteer catches a spaceship. There's a little alien named Dick inside of it, and Dick wakes up and goes, "You gotta help me. My home planet was shrunk into nothing, and now they're coming after you. They're gonna shrink your planet." "Oh, really? When are they coming?" "Look over there. This is an 8-minute pilot. It's already happening." Yeah, sure enough, the aliens have arrived on Earth.
Excuse me, Dick. If they're gonna shrink us, do then you continue to shrink to be even smaller? Or do we shrink and then Dick becomes full-size Dick?
I don't know. I'm assuming Dick grows like to monstrous sizes. That would be the logical thing. Which honestly, I think that'd be kind of funny. Do an episode where like Dick gets huge and just like, what's going on? Why am I so big now? He's not growing. It's like the planet is shrinking. That would have been fun. It's Filmation. You should have called me.
Especially if he had taken a tablet for that to happen.
I don't think they had that tablet in 1967.
Innovative. Look, in all seriousness, this is a time where clowns were still, and jesters were something kids would get excited about.
I refuse to believe that time ever existed.
No, because what is he? He's a jester. Now, Jester for me is more known to be someone that provided good comedic jokes and that in medieval England.
Yes.
To be a jester of a court in Camelot. But this jester now, who works as a clown and a trapeze artist and a puppeteer.
Yeah.
And a puppeteer. So he's talented, but I just couldn't figure out why the puppet was important. And part of me was like, oh no, is he going to put strings on Dick? Is this going to turn into a body horror episode? We stitches Dick into being a maquette. I don't know, man.
Well, I kind of felt bad for because the puppet was the real Dick Digit. He was the real one, and this alien comes along and is like you will be my new Dick Digit, and he's like, my name is Francis.
Yeah,
I don't know what this. Dick
yeah. I have
Digit
an
is.
identity. I've been paying taxes all my life. I donate to charities. I have kids.
Yes. That's like whenever
But no,
Gordon
what's
Shumway landed on Earth, and they're like, "Your name is Alf now. My name is Gordon. I had an entire life before now. I'm literally hundreds of years old. I'm gonna eat your cat." Ah. Yeah.
Ted Knight's back in the game, though. Do you notice this episode?
Ted Knight. We're
Hey,
waiting.
But yes, the goat of Filmation.
Oh my gosh! How did this not go to series? This would have been
because it's a bad episode. It's a bad pilot, dude. This has no entertainment value. There's not even a random musical number halfway through the episode. There's nothing here.
I think that this episode did not go to series because they couldn't find the dealer with the shrooms that they ate before they came up with this one. Because I honestly think that this was more of a stream of consciousness writing. Like, there's a Jester, and one day he's got a puppet, and he catches a spaceship, and there's a tiny man inside. Now the Earth is getting shrunk, and now there's aliens, and they kidnap the Jester, and they shrink his hat, and then like the bird comes along, and Dick Digit saves the day, and he's like, "Why don't you be my new puppet?" That's like something a second grader would come up with if you give him too much sugar.
That concept doesn't smack. Oh, I've got 100 stories for these guys. I've got 100 ideas that we can put these characters into, because I think the resolution would be pretty much the same in every episode. So yeah, I think this was Filmation, man.
Crazy.
You know, I love the studio, but I'm like, wow. You really did make a lot of garbage before you hit some diamonds, didn't you?
I want to know what other Unsold pilots they have. Because they must be glorious. They must be absolutely glorious.
Well, you got to give them credit because they threw everything at the wall.
They did. And not a lot of it stuck, but some of it did, I guess.
You ever heard of the studio? And I only discovered this again the other day, and I'd forgotten about the studio. Sorry, Filmation, to be bringing up another studio. Ruby Spears.
Ruby Spears, yeah.
I forgot about Ruby
Spears. Yeah, Ruby Spears. I'm trying to remember
pretty prevalent in the 80s.
Yes, I'm trying to remember what Ruby Spears did. Yeah. I know that they did a Superman show.
I feel like they did Rambo, didn't they? Was that Dick?
They probably did. They did all the weird ones.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, let's take this R-rated cartoon and make a I don't hold on. Ruby Spears. Here we go. They did Fang Face, which Fang Face and Fang Puss, which brought me a lot of joy as a child. The fact that
I liked that. I liked that.
Plastic Man, Thundar the Barbarian, Rubik the Amazing Cube, Saturday and His Amazing Friends, right here on the Jason Roy Gasson channel. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Centurions.
Yes.
My goodness. They were also responsible for the animated sequence in the 1988 film Child's Play.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good on Ruby Spears. There you go.
Ruby Spears and the Jester would have been a lot more child-friendly, I think.
You know what the great thing about this, though, I will say, the great thing about watching this is knowing I will never have to watch this again.
I may have to show this to people. I may have to show this to people just to say, I want you to watch this and make sure I was not hallucinating.
You could build a whole comedy bit around this. Just talking about this show.
I think we already did.
I think we just did it.
It was a 10-minute comedy bit about Dick Digit and the Jester.
Yeah. And it's their fault. They set it up. We're just catching the fruit as it drops. Like,
you know how this
set
show
up a premise like that, you're gonna get punned.
Okay. Here's how the show could have worked. Because they had the rights at the time, I think. Replace the Jester with the Joker.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Now, the Joker catches a spaceship and there's a tiny alien inside.
We're in.
Yeah, I want it. Yeah, and it's all about.
Oh, then I'm just going. It's Mr. Mixelpix, isn't it? It's Mr. Mixelpix. It's Mixelpix.
Okay, we got it then. We got Emperor Joker the series. Except now Mr. Mxyzptlk doesn't have his powers, and he's just a tiny little dude.
Yeah.
It's like, you're gonna be mine.
With a bad attitude. Yeah,
and
that's
it's like, no, Joker, you don't understand. They're gonna destroy the world, and you happen to be on it. Oh, that's not good. Should we call Batman? No, this is our show.
And the good thing about Mxyzptlk is kind of like Q. Like when it was a great thing about Q in the episode where he lost his powers and how incompetent he is as just a being without his powers.
He's pretty awful, yes.
Well, yeah, he's got nothing, has he? He brings nothing to the table except being a douche.
Yes.
So Mxyzptlk would be the same thing, I would suggest.
I agree.
We'll sell it. Filmation, let's book a meet. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
Anymore.
Oh, that stings. Yep. That stings.
Darn.
I don't know why, but I'm just going to blame Dick Digit and the Jester for the death of Filmation.
They put all their money into it. But, again,
it looks good.
You're really starting to establish a look and style for Filmation in this.
Yeah, I would say that this television pilot had some really good animation in it. All things considered, had some darn good animation in it. I loved the look of the aliens. You know, the little staticky. That was cool. I liked that.
Cool. That was cool.
Yes.
That was cool.
That was about the only cool thing in this thing. Look, there's the circus. I'm gonna put my underwear around my arms and I'm just gonna fly
it's the
down.
look.
Because you know what? Our riders are on drugs and we don't even care.
Yeah. I just couldn't have been another character from Circus. Or did it have to be a Jester who's not really part of a circus? See, this is my point. This is why it bugs me so much, because I've never been to a circus in my life with a Jester. In fact, I've been to a circus in 30 years because by the time I grew up, I went, this is wrong. But anyway.
Yeah, I haven't been to a circus since I was a little podcaster. And that was back whenever they still had animals. And they're just like, hey, you want to ride around on an elephant? I'm like, do I? And you get on the elephant. The elephant's like, I'm so sad.
Yeah, help me.
Child, you see how sad I am? Look at the tears in my eyes.
Yeah, nope.
I'm going to stomp my keeper next week. You should probably leave.
No, I want to see that. I personally want to watch that happen. All right, that's it.
Yes, that is it. Anyway, but if you want to be big, unlike Dick, who is tiny, you should become
I think he's a good
YouTube channel member, or you should become a patron by visiting the link in the video description below. Unlike the Jester, you will become useful in an adventure, the adventure of podcasting. You can support us for as little as $5 a month. You get exclusive content, you get early access, and you get all kinds of fun stuff, including hearing about a little-known Filmation pilot called Dick Digit and the Jester. We know that information, and now, thanks to us, you know it as well, and you can't unlearn something like Dick Digit and the Jester.